appreciate this division being open-minded enough to take a urologist and train him to be a plastic surgeon. Although, seriously, it wasn't that big of a transition because the surgical anatomy of the face is very similar to that of the penis. And this is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, and I get emotional when I speak about it, so I guess I'll refrain from doing so because I don't want to cry, but it's true.
Your mom's here, so come.
I'm talking about surgical anatomy of the penis. I try not to think about my mom. It's a little rule on that. Love you, Mom. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you training me. You really have made my career so much more than it would have been, and I'm really going to enjoy it a lot more, so thank you. I'd like to thank all these wonderful people that came out tonight. I'd like to thank, I have a bunch of friends here from Austin, and thank you so much for being 80 miles from San Antonio for 3 years, because I made a lot of trips, and every time was great. And thank you so much for the friends that support me enough to fly in from Alaska, Nevada, Michigan, Illinois, New Hampshire, New York, Florida, to be here today. That's really impressive. You're all here because at some point in our past, we've had a ridiculous night together. And I can almost guarantee that tonight is going to be the same.
Don't tell Mama.
But thank you, the mentors I have here tonight. Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. I feel like you can tell a lot about a host by the type of party they throw. And you guys threw a great party. I had a lot of fun over the last 3 years, and I learned a lot too. And with every party, that's why I look at stuff. And you know, with every party, there's always a few rock stars, and so I have some awards for a few of the rock stars, and you know, they deserve to be recognized. You all deserve to be recognized. But I brainstormed for a minute, and I'd like to give an award to Fawn Hogan. So Fawn, please come up here.
Yeah, Fawn.
So, Fawn, maybe on this side is how I pictured it. Okay. Congratulations, Fawn. I think your award is pretty obvious to everyone what it should be. It's just, the situation is it's all in their subconscious, and I need to help them bring it to the fore. And so I'm going to do that with this. Fawn, yeah, this is the right one. I had to make sure it wasn't Dr. Lyons Award. Fawn is the first heterosexual female graduate to graduate from our program. And so Fawn there's like this beautiful woman that looks a lot like Fawn, and she has a little plaque here. It says her name. Oh, little baby. So, congratulations on doing that. That's an amazing achievement.
Yeah, Fawn.
Fawn, before you sit down, you actually did get 2 awards.
Oh,
So
no.
I just got. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so Fawn gets 2 awards because she's amazing. The other thing that Fawn did is she managed to be pregnant for the majority of the 3-year residency. I support that, you know? That's awesome. So she gets this other award too. It's a little baby on a plaque or something, and it says Fawn Hogan, most fertile. going out to Travis Air Force Base to be like a lieutenant admiral or whatever you are. And I really, hope in my deepest heart that you display those two words proudly on your desk, because I feel like they really do go hand in hand. So, they do. They're related. Right. So, now, next, it's not so much an award, but I have a gift for Dr. Wang. And I'm hoping that you'll come up here and join me. So, Dr. Wang, you're not allowed to look in the box. Dr. Wang.
Oh, by the way, I never before in my life have I been so scared at this point.
Just go to a happy place. It's okay. Just repeat over and over. It's all in the hips.
Stop touching me.
So, Dr. Wang is our Jefe. I came in as, 3 years ago, Dr. Wang was the interim chief, and over the last 3 years, he became the chief, like uncontested. And so, and also another major accomplishment is that the program had this situation, and then the ACGME came back, and we got a 5-year accreditation under your leadership, which is the maximum amount of time they'll leave us alone. So that's awesome. It's kind of like probation. Jason.
Last night at midnight I was home.
Yeah!
Jason
No
joined the party. Right. So anyway, we have those two achievements, and in addition to that, Dr. Wang loves his truck. And so the obvious gift for combining all these things was to buy Dr. Wang a set of
I just want to thank Curt for giving me a replica of a garlic bulb. Knowing my, Chinese heritage from the part of China I'm from, we like to use garlic for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah!
Those are skin color matched and everything.
Hey, let's see them. Oh, nice. Those are nice garlic bulbs.
Okay, Dr. Hiramio, I have an award for you.
This mask is annoying.
This is an award. Oh, nice, Kelly.
It works every time.
Dr. Hiramio. Dr. Hiramio is pretty amazing. He's like a human magnifying glass because he pays explicit, amazing, sometimes painful attention to detail. So much so that in the past 3 years, he's got me to pay more attention to detail, right?
That was part of the goal.
That was part. And in doing so, I've realized just in the past few weeks that Dr. Jaramillo is Colombian. I didn't know that. And Fawn was telling me that he was from Minnesota or Wisconsin or something like that. But you're from Colombia, aren't you? And so I got Dr. Jaramillo an award. Let's see his tape. An award for being Colombian. There's a soccer player on here who's doing a bicycle kick. It says Dr. Jaramillo, Colombia. I paid so much attention to detail. I spelled Colombia with two O's! Two O's, no U! Right? And when I went to the trophy shop, I said, I want to spell with 2 O's. And the guy looked at me and he goes,
Is the real stuff inside the statue?
the real stuff? Come out afterwards. Kelly put him on the list. Thank you, Dr. J.
Yay!
Dr. Ortegon. I have a gift for you.
Is he full of you too?
I'll run a fact check on that. Dr. Ortegon, I really appreciate. He's been sitting at this table all night with all my friends. How's it going over there? Dr. Ortegon, I really appreciate. I did a ton of breast cases with Dr. Ortegon. He taught me how to do a vertical breast reduction, and then after that, we did a whole bunch of breast dogs, kind of like that Daniel-san must walk before you can fly kind of thing. So, I painted the fence, I went through all the shit, and then we started doing some breast dogs, and Dr. Ortegon really taught me how to project the breast. And when I think of Dr. Ortegon, I think of breast projection. All right? And I love it. And so there's one gift in the universe that's perfect for Dr. Ortegon. And I got it right here.
Oh, yeah.
It is the Big Book of 3D Breasts.
Yeah!
It's kind of a short read. Mostly it shows some breasts. Dr. Stewart's not here, right?
No.
Okay. It shows some breasts, and then on this page it has a name. I don't even know if there's a correlation. And then there's not really chapters or anything, but in the back there's the 3D glasses. Yeah, and I'm giving this to Dr. Ortegon because he taught me how to project the breast. And I'd like you to know I have that copy of that book. That's how much I love it.
Yeah, yours is sticky.
It actually might be.
And I have a copy of this book, and the night before we would do a breast dog, I would read like every page of that book, and I think that's why I did such a good job. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah. Nice picture, Tyler. That's good stuff.
Okay, Dr. Lyons, I have
That's
an
why it's
award for
sticky
you.
because of us. There's margaritas on it. It's not what they think. So there's margaritas on it.
Dr. Lyons, as he comes down, for
Or
those of you who
green
don't know, Dr. Lyons is our plastic surgery professor at the VA. And he has an amazing ability to shield the VA resident. He's trying to intimidate me. He's trying to shield the VA resident from all negativity emanating from the outside world. Right? He runs a very efficient service there. He makes sure that on clinic days we're pretty much out by noon. And on OR days, we're pretty much out by 2. And he does this by blocking surgical slap shots from the medicine team or the general surgery team or the ortho team to give us this luxury. And so Dr. Lyons gets Goalie of the Year award.
I just want to say, I'd given up thinking about breast projection until I saw all Curt's cousins show up tonight. Ladies are fabulous.
Yeah!
All define breast projection, and I would encourage you to be careful on the bus tonight because San Antonio, the police may not enjoy it as much as Curt does.
Yeah!
I also
It's all in the family, all in the family.
I also want to say, as the oldest living graduate of the program, Jesus. As the oldest living graduate of the program that knows all the residents, I thought there were other heterosexual women that graduated before Fawn. Tonight, my transgender cohort, who's looking for Curt's address in San Francisco, will be followed, I guess, by the other 2 women that graduated here?
No, it was specifically heterosexual female graduate, and I did a fact check this morning, very early. I didn't want to say anything untrue, and they called a graduate from 2 years ago, female, I'm not going to name any names, and verified, yeah, Fawn is the only heterosexual female graduate. And amazingly, a graduate from last year was also there really early in the morning. They must have been working on something all night. And she said, yeah, it's true, Fonzie, you're the first
Thank you, Curt, for the gift, and thank you, Curt's cousins, for the projection.
Yeah!
That's my family. Right. Yeah. Oh, right.
Put the mask back on.
It won't stay clipped in the back. Someone needs to button me.
Hot dog. Hot dog with two broken hands.
Or maybe tired. Okay. I have Dr. Levine is not here.
That's correct.
Janice,
Yes, sir.
I heard you. I have one last gift, and it goes to Janice. Janice, please.
Oh, God, no.
It's funny when she says that, because every time I open an email, that's what I think. So now you know how I feel. All right, Janice.
Yes, sir.
Janice is amazing.
Yay, Janice.
Yeah, Janice.
Janice is amazing. She sends out 10 to 15,000 emails a day. And all of them have a little red exclamation point. I get so nervous when there's one without an exclamation point. I think, what could possibly not be so critically important that it's not to be done right now? Right? I mean, Janice is a whirlwind of consummation. And when I say consummation, I'm using definition like to complete a task, not to like seal the deal on holy matrimony. So I do feel like she has given me a glimpse of what it could be like to be married. And Margot, the future's late, sweetie. I love you. Come everywhere with me, but it's just so traumatic. No, Janice is amazing. As Dr. Wang mentioned, she's practically the cornerstone of the department. She rules us with an iron fist, and she gets Janice Strong the Iron Fist Award. Okay, and I know I've been talking forever. Just 2 more minutes. I'd like my mom and dad to come up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we get a gift?
Negative. Yeah, you get a gift. It's my love and admiration. Yeah.
honor the gift.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. So this is this is little mama, and this is little dada, and about 19 years ago they sent me off from high school, and I crammed 4 years into 5 for undergrad, and then I had 4 years of medical school, and then 10 years of residency and fellowship. And there were many times I thought, why the hell am I doing this? And really, the answer is because Mom and Dad made it so easy. They did. That was actually serious. They made it really easy with all their support. My first memory of my dad's support in my education was when he helped me study for a test on the heart in grade school. And my knowledge of cardiac structure and function far surpassed that of my peers in Mrs. Snyder's 2nd grade class. I went to public school, so maybe that's not saying much. But despite that, I got a D on the test. I think do you remember that? Maybe not. No. I remember it. I think I confused right and left. And even my mentors today might tell you that sometimes I can know, minutia about surgeries, but it's a breakdown in the fundamentals that leads to my demise. So at least I'm consistent. But anyway, I brought home this test. I gave it to my dad. and he stares at it. And maybe it's tough to take me seriously right now. Don't do that. He says, he stares at it, and he says, "You got a D, son." And I said, "Yeah." And he staring at the test though, and he says, "What seemed to be the problem?" I said, "Well, Dad, I don't know, I just didn't do very good." And he kind of folds the test down and he's staring at me. And I remember bracing myself for some harsh words or maybe even a punishment. And instead, Dad hands me the test and he says, "Well, to hell with it. You'll get it next time." And he walked away. And, you know, to hell with it. Those are powerful words to say to your 7-year-old, especially when they're a little on edge thinking they're going to get beat. And so I remember this moment. It was a sentinel moment in my educational career and actually a pivotal point in the development of my personality. I remember standing there and I thought, shit, man. Dad's right. To hell with this test. And I'll try hard, but to hell with the next one I screw up. And you know what? To hell with Mrs. Snyder for yelling at me for being disruptive in class. And I also think to hell with people that don't believe in what I believe. And so I may have, you know, extrapolate a little bit from Dad's impact of this statement. You know, you could see how if you indoctrinate your 7-year-old with these philosophies, 3 decades later, you might find yourself standing at his plastic surgery graduation, getting ready to send him off into the world of transsexual surgery and penile abortion. So the moral of this story is, watch what you say to your kids, because they can suddenly decide to take one statement, manipulate it a little bit, and develop their entire personality. She's like, I can't believe we did that to him. My point is, thank you so much for giving me the support to make me want to try any challenge with no fear of failure, because if I failed, to hell with it. And as far as the rest of the personality stuff, for the attendings that have had to put up with that attitude for the last 3 years, it's like you should talk to them. Thank you.
Nice work, brother.
Project.